Hey boo, how you doing? Happy motherfucking Saturday. It's Saturday for me. Yeah, here we are again on YouTube doing another reading for y'all. So the plan is that this is supposed to be, let me take a breath, I'm not breathing, a reading for September 2023. Okay, so we'll kind of just play it by ear and do these YouTube readings hopefully once a month for now and see how it goes. Make sure to also follow me on Instagram at grateful_Drake222. That's spelled GRATEFUL, which a lot of people, including myself, grateful, you think it would be spelled GREEAT. Okay, anyway, I'm going, you catch the drift. I'm going down a whole thing. So let's get into this reading, shall we? Please make sure to share my shit if you can. And remember, on Instagram, I offer discounted readings once a month around the 22nd of the month for $22.22. Well, for the rest of this year, that's going to be the price. So let's go, okay? Y'all excited? So this is going to be a general collective reading for the month of September. All signs, okay? Just general energy. So take what resonates and then, of course, leave the rest. How's the year going for everybody? This year's been better than last year for me. 2022 I thought was going to be like my fucking year. But everything kind of like was all fucked. Like I was sick all year, like my back, things were hurting. And this year I'm still having, it's not easy, but it's like, okay, we're catching a rhythm. So which is good. This because hold on, I got a hair on my screen. On YouTube we can just read and not worry about time, right? It's amazing. Let me tap in. Watch your ears. Okay, so issues with quarreling, dominance, aggression, people in power who maybe they're not coming from the right place right now. This could be kind of overbearing energies, is kind of the energy beneath the surface on the bottom of the deck. For me, the bottom of the deck, most of you guys know, is kind of what's hidden. It's an aspect of the reading that is hard for us to see, but is a constant undercurrent and a kind of a reason why, or kind of like it's kind of the root of the, or not the root, but it's an aggravating effect depending on what type of card. It's an aggravating or a useful effect that's being that's kind of driving the energy, and it's the Emperor reversed. Okay. Technically, this Emperor is an Aries, so food for thought, take it or leave it. This is just a really fiery, passionate element of the story where kind of the passion has gone awry, and people are perhaps even acting out. The outcome card here is Five of Wands reversed. So remember, the way that I read isn't necessarily like, I'm not necessarily telling you this is how the outcome is going to be. More so, this is a receipt for the current energies and how you perceive the situation to end up. And at the current position, the current situation, the current energies are showing that you feel as though this thing will always be kind of a fight. Okay. Center card are the situation at hand. We have the King of Wands, who also is a fire sign card. This is a court card, our only official court card on the bottom of in the reading. Court cards are the people in our lives, and he's a male King of Wands who's traditionally a Leo. So we have a Leo at the center of this reading. If you don't have a Leo in your life, other ways of looking at this guy is that he's just like a really hot dude. Whether he's hot in like in the traditional sense, like he's fine. He's just somebody that you find ushy gushy, ooey gooey. This is somebody in your life who, when he's in his power, there is just this leadership quality to this person. Hence maybe why we have the Emperor reverse at the bottom of the deck, because maybe there's something going on with this person who at his core, or at their core, at their soul. Remember too, when I say he, she, they, you, me, whatever, those are the words I'm using, but maybe for some of you guys, you're meant to turn the dial a bit, and it's the pronouns or the you, me, are supposed to be switched. So I might be saying me, it might be actually you type thing, okay? So whoever this is, this King of Wands in the center, who's kind of the issue at hand, kind of who we're talking about, it could also be a situation. So the King of Wands type of situation would be a really inspired, spiritually inspired endeavor, project, thing that you're going through, something that gives you tingles and makes you gush, okay? Something really, really cool. The challenge card, however, is the Seven of Pentacles. So to get such a dope-ass card in the challenging position means that this person or this passionate situation, there's some kind of challenge or hindrance with this energy due to resources, or due to a sense of feeling as though we don't have enough, maybe even saved, that we don't have the comfort that we'd like to have in order to continue pursuing this thing. Okay, so the kind of challenge of this reading is that something we have wanted to do and that we got started a while ago, that we had a tremendous amount of like courage to do. In our past position, we have the Fool card reversed. So there's something that we decided to do in the past or recent past that felt divinely inspired. Okay, the Fool, when it comes up right, which it's reversed here, but when we do see the energy of the Fool on the board, remember, even reversals to me talk about like not necessarily that it's not going to happen, but that it's energy that happened or that's available. So just because the Fool is reversed here doesn't mean you weren't supposed to do it, but there's something that you probably did do that you're starting to feel some apprehension about why you did it. There's something you took a big risk at, a leap of faith, a sense of childlike wisdom and freedom that enabled you to move into something. Perhaps you haven't moved into it yet, but that's kind of like what's happening is at first you had this opening or this inclination to do it, and you're having reservations or doubts about it, okay? Perhaps having to do with your ability to do it. Do I have enough money and resources to do this? I know I'm fucking powerful. I know I can do this. I know I can. I know my essence is that of the King of Wands, who is a motherfucking go-getter, okay? But he's kind as well, too, so he's not dominating and domineering like this Emperor reversed. So we're having some doubts about something, okay? At the root of the issue, or kind of the core kind of card, this bottom position here, I read, is kind of like the root of a plant, okay? And we have the Chariot reversed. The Chariot reversed, the Chariot is ruled by Cancer. We just left Cancer season, so I'm wondering too if, like, for some of us, this is something that began in Cancer season, or something like that. If that's not it, take it or leave it, whatever. But the Chariot is indicative when he's upright, but here he's reversed, is successful movement forward. We have gone through a process and we've moved through the whole process. So because he's reversed here, I'm thinking that literally there was something you got going and have put on pause, or it's stopped somehow. Or you're heavily considering not continuing it. The thing about the Chariot, even though it's reversed, it's like a really, 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 it's a blessing to have this card in your reading. So I would advise or suggest or just put it out there in the ethers that that it might be useful for you to think again, or to go back to the drawing board with this thing and kind of reinvigorate your passion. We'll pull a card here at the end too to kind of get some ideas of like, how can we do that, right? So the Chariot here is urging us to kind of follow through with something that we had begun, okay? Our connection to spirit, or what source is really telling us here, is we have the Six of Cups reversed. Okay, the Six of Cups reversed is kind of sad. When we see it upright, it's this lovely image. Here's the reversal. It's this lovely image of a brother and sister in the garden together, playing, kind of indicative of the times in our lives that felt pure, innocent, carefree, vibrant, exciting, creative, playful. Also, there being a kind of a thing about a reconciliation, a reuniting with somebody or some part of ourself. For some of you guys, this might be a reuniting with that thing that you started that they're urging you to follow through with. There's some kind of so because it's up here, this card at the top, to me, I see it's like a light coming down from the top of the head. So it's like Spirit's telling us there is a blockage to your kind of intuitive knowingness that is rooted in like some inability to like see something as innocent. So let's say you're fighting with somebody, right? It can be hard for us to let our guard down and to let kind of healing take place when we can't see this person as innocent or pure, right? Even if somebody did something really terrible to you, they're asking you to try, and it's not like you have to go tell the person or communicate this to them, but it's more of like a for yourself type of thing, is try to find and connect with in your heart space, in your visualization, in your emotions somehow, to how this issue was when it was in a pure state. Reconnecting, replugging into that heart space. In order, sometimes what that can do is it kind of helps break down the wall, because it reconnects you with the essence of what this was and why you started it. It reconnects you with the true divinity of who this person was, even if somebody's acting out. Even if for some of you guys, this might be a reconnection with your sense of innocence or peace, or kind of who you are, your essence. There might be something there, or doing some sort of visualization or connecting with the heart space with your inner child. This can also be like a needing to reconnect with like your childhood somehow, okay? Would be kind of a key piece and is kind of a key blockage here. In our future position, we have the reverse Ace of Wands. So the reverse Ace of Wands to me is like a flame that's gone out. It's literally talking about all the same stuff that I've been saying. It's literally like something that you want to do, some inspired project, idea, passionate relationship, something you want to be a part of, that the flame is dying and going out. And at this time, you kind of see it as though like you can't get it started. You feel as though you can't get it started. I don't know if this is a family situation. I think it's going to be different for everybody. But here at the situation at hand, or the current energies, we have the 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. Above it, we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. So, and then we also have the 6 of Cups here at the top here that I just discussed. So lot of feeling of as though like I've lost a dream or that this thing is slipping away from me. Just kind of a really heavy, sad feeling. 10 of Ten of Cups is still here on the table, right? 10 of Cups means the kind of completion or the I got everything that I wanted. It's like the ultimate happy kind of feeling and experience. So when it's reversed, we're feeling as though like whatever dream we had, right above it, 7 of Cups, there's some dream, something that we had really hoped for, dreamt up. Maybe we are feeling currently as though like we were a little bit presumptuous and we're feeling kind of stupid or annoyed, like that we even let ourselves dream about that. We're kind of feeling maybe even having other people in our family or in our energies or spaces that are like adding to this story about like that was stupid. Look, the card is still here, so it makes me feel as though there is something that can still be tapped into, especially because we have the King of Wands in the center upright. So the energy of this person is still good, is still pure. The energy of this situation at hand, King of Wands, is still good, it's still pure, it's here. So it really makes me think that this thing, and all the cards are really good. Like if we were to turn this, all the cards upright, they're all really good. The outcome card shows some angst, so we'll go into that. But it just makes me feel like that this situation has potential. This relationship has potential. It needs a lot of work though, because there's somebody here who's like really kind of glued into their ego. Okay, so 7 of Cups right above the 10 of Cups reverse is that feeling of like, fuck, I dreamt this thing up. Like I fucking manifested this thing, but it's almost like it came to me, but it's like all backward. Like it looks like what I asked for, but it doesn't actually feel or fit emotionally what I had asked for. So there's some kind of like like it's like a little off, maybe a lot off, but it's still very similar at the same time. Interesting, right? Okay. Some of you guys are really afraid of actually just being still, like constantly trying to be out your body, constantly moving and grooving, staying busy, keeping your mind busy. So we have here in our hopes and our fears section, we have the 4 of Swords reversed. So 4 of Swords is a great card when it comes upright. It talks about meditation and the people and those of us who are willing to kind of be alone and kind of take that time out to, and it's more than just being alone on a Friday night. It's a very like deeply spiritual, like carving out a meditative practice, or finding time in your evening, in your day, where it's completely quiet, where you're really trying to work on silencing the thoughts. Notice his body is yellow, meaning kind of like this high evolved, in touch with the divine energy frequency. So when you get quiet, when he got quiet, he's able... I've had a fucking fuzz on my shirt the whole fucking time. Are you fucking kidding me? That's so annoying. Okay, thanks for telling me, guys. Okay, so let's get back into this. I'm like a, why do I want to say like a penguin? Like my attention span. Okay, anyway. So because he's tapped in, tuned in, he's and not just tapped in, tuned in, but just really taking the humanness of himself and putting it on the shelf, he then is able to channel and bring in the energy of spirit and divine connection. So some of you guys are really kind of even afraid to do that. Outcome card, like I told you before, is the 5 of Wands. So there's kind of just like a really pessimistic, but I mean, I don't want to be like, for some of you guys, it might just be very kind of like a logical thing. Well, the results have shown that it's always been like this. It will always be like this. So that's currently the energy. It's kind of just showing like we feel as though this thing will never actually be smooth, that there will always be fighting, quarreling, and bumping heads. So let me pull some more cards. Let's pull cards on the outcome card. Make sure to like my shit, please. Hit that like button. Please share these readings if you can. They help me grow. Make sure to go follow me on fucking Instagram, grateful_Drake222. That's GRATEFUL_Drake, DRAKE 222. Okay, let's get some clarification cards for this outcome card. And then I'll pull cards on this reverse Emperor as well, using the top of the deck that it resides within. Okay, so Five of Pentacles, like, stuck in an old story. Okay. Can I get some clarification on this Five of Wands? Can this thing be worked out? If so, what can they do to work it out? Move through this. All of a sudden I got really hungry. Okay. Five of Wands. Oh, wow. Okay, so powerful clarification cards. Look. You get the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and then the Hermit. All men, by the way, which is interesting. We also have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, the Fool, who's a male, the King of Wands, who's a male. So men, the topic of masculinity being at the forefront, male family members, male spouses, sons. This energy feels older to me, though. I think it's less about sons and more about partnerships and people we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Beautiful. So look how the Hermit, who's ruled by Virgo, we have the King of Pentacles, who's ruled by Taurus. We also have this Knight of Swords, who's ruled by Gemini. Hold on, thumbnail. Thumbnail. Okay, I gotta get a shot. Hold on, let me put my arm down. Come on, Queen, you already know. Gotta get it right, okay, brother. Okay, so look at how the Hermit, who's ruled by Virgo, is shedding light. He's the last card in the lineup. So he kind of puts the period on it. He puts the dot on there. He sums it up. He finishes the story. And the finishing of the story on how we can work through these challenging times, right? Five of Wands is our challenge, is to blend these energies together, weave them together, even the Hermit energy. But he is shedding light on what actually needs to be done. We use the energy of wisdom and maybe even a teacher to work with, or a mentor, or somebody in our life who we look at as being kind of more evolved than us, that can help guide us through. And he's shedding light on what we need to blend together, which is like a healthy amount of time, practicality, consistency, doing the work, with like blended with communication issues and really going for it. There's something you got to really tackle and attack. Attack is not quite the right word, but you really want to go for it. Notice how the energy of the Knight of Swords is completely different than this king here. So it means that both of those aspects of you, of the situation, of the person you're dealing with, both of them need to be implemented. So this guy wants to go. He's very helpful, and he's great with communication. He's sharp. His mind is sharp. He's willing to say, he's willing to implement all of the communicative aspects of humanness, whether it's clear thought, whether it's open communication, whether it's writing, whether it's email, typing, expressing, verbalizing, any of those types of things, blended with like a patience. Okay, so these energies are opposite, so we need to blend them to make the perfect amount of like drive, yet also time. Money stuff needs to be really looked at, finances, possibly the home life, okay, as well. Notice also how the sequence starts fast, fast, slowing down, take a seat, to the oldest character in the tarot. There's like a progression, one foot in front of the other, doing things in order, doing things in sequence. That's important. Not skipping steps. That's important. And also seeking guidance from the men in our lives. Maybe actually, you know, who knows what the situation is, but there's definitely a man in your life that this might even be about the guy in your life or somebody in your life who's having a really hard time moving forward with something that you guys started. Maybe not even something that you guys started, but this could be something that he's going through in his personal life, that the cards are asking you to kind of see this man in another light. It feels like this guy is really, really, really doing his best, and he doesn't feel as though he has kind of the support and behind him to help him do this. This man could also be seeking therapy and some sort of asking for validation. They could be trying to get through to you somehow. And so it's really, really important because they're really starting to doubt themselves. That's interesting. It has kind of an alternate story that kind of came together there at the end. Okay, let me pull 3 more cards and then we'll wrap this up. Thought it was going to go longer, but that was perfect for a Saturday. Ooh, let me pull one of these too. Watch your ears. September 2023. Haven't used these in a minute. Just pull one, please. Ooh, little breeze. First one on top. Okay, let's do that. Let's do 3. And then, oh yeah. Okay, we have spring, family concerns, and inner healing. Okay, so what happened in spring? What did we begin in spring? Okay, we're now moving out of summer, almost fall time. What happened last spring? Possibly even, it feels more like last spring something started. But also there could be a kind of a word in here for some of you guys about the spring of 2024. But also family concerns being kind of at the root of the issue. And sometimes, babes, we family things, we tend to look at like what's happening in the family as though it's something out there. But usually what's happening in the family is an imprint of generational ancestral things that belong in our lineage as well. So we could be looking as though like they are doing this is an issue that they have, but there could be some deep inner work and kind of some realizations about like ourselves and how we see the patterns outwardly in the family and how they actually are part of our childhood somehow, or our mother's or our father's childhood somehow. So it's always important to look at challenges as though they're a symbol, and to kind of pan out and try and observe the story as though it's like a symbol trying to remind you of something from your past, your lineage, your ancestry. What's on the bottom of the deck? Positive change. Yes, hallelujah. Watch your ears. Positive change. That's what I'm talking about. It does feel like this is something worth working through and working on. Let's pull. I forgot I was going to pull cards for the Emperor. Let me pull 3 cards. Remember, he is on the bottom of the deck. And he's the energy of somebody here. Gosh, dang, God damn. Sorry, God. You know my intentions. But damn, another male court card. Okay, a fire sign at that. Interesting. So a lot of like, there might be some heated debates going on between people. And it's like we're all meaning to come from the right place. We all mean well. So people here, there might even be people here who are trying to just protect the family. But we're taking it as an attack somehow. Or there's some misperception of like vital life force, good intention that's like coming across all wrong. So that's why I said with this 6 of Cups in the at the top position of the reading here, that it's like might be important to kind of check in with like, how are we looking at this person? And it might be useful to look at them as though they are young again, or to kind of put them in the light or in your heart as though that they're soft and tender again. Because right now they just look like a fucking monster. So it's kind of blocking you from being able to and if this is a situation, the situation looks like a fucking monster. So it'd be helpful for you to take the situation and hold it and remember when it was like a divine inspired thing before it became what it is now. Okay, so for the Emperor reverse on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands in the center. On either side of him, we have the reverse 8 of Cups and the reverse World card. So this is really something that a cycle that we're trying to get through and get past. Whoever this Emperor represents to you, he means well. Okay, and there's some cycle that he's trying to get out of. 8 of Cups means that there's, when we see this upright, we say emotional intelligence. Ishi-gushi ooey gooey. I love me a man, a woman who is like willing to do the work and to sacrifice something. This Emperor reverse, whether he's a person or an aspect of your situation, there is some fear about leaving a cycle, about doing something difficult or hard. So that's what this person is grappling with. If they're being an asshole, not that you're supposed to take it, but there's, maybe this helps you wrap them in a sense of innocence and purity again, because I'm telling you, I'm reminding you that they are grappling with getting out or leaving something that they know no longer serves them. They're grappling with getting in touch with their essence, their divine power, their true creative essence. And what's happening is, because of the fear that's coming up for them, they're reverting to being a dick. Okay, this Emperor doesn't have to be a man either. It could just be a woman who got real masculine energy, or anybody with just kind of, anyone who's just kind of being a little terrorist right now, okay, so to speak. Okay, let's pull one last card from this deck. Round my back out like a turtle. White butterfly. I'm gonna change my setup, you guys. I hate the light coming from this side. I like light forward. And then that way I can see all the, like, remember you guys, I used to see all the, what were their names? Fucking, I had, Roderick? No? I'm making a new one up. Who remember? Hey, comment down below if you remember the names of the squirrels I made. Estelito was one. I forgot. Rodney. Rodney was the main one. Okay. September 2023. For all those watching, please. One last card. I name every animal. I can't help it. I even name the squirrels. Okay. Not squirrels. Snails. Obviously, I name squirrels because I just talk about it. Okay. Okay, Mr. Juice. So, for those of us who are titillated by men, this is kind of a nod to that. To those of us that are not, maybe men, or are not attracted to men, this is kind of a nod to, and it's similar to the emperor in that it's like he's adorned in red. He's connected with his highest power. So for those of us who aren't attracted to men, this is more of a nod to like stepping into your divine masculine power. And why you look like Brad Pitt though? Tell me that don't look like Brad Pitt lightweight. So this is just a reminder to like get into the essence of like our truest masculinity, so that we can be leaders that are effective, and that where we're actually respected and people want to help us. It makes everything that much easier. Bottom of the deck. I forgot what this means. The bridge. I think it's called the bridge. 38. 38. Bridges. Last card, guys. Near or far, wide or narrow, steep or straight are some of my traits. But in whatever form, I am your connection to places, people, or points in time. I can span the spaces that separate you. I can shorten the distance that can bring you together. A symbol of transition and overcoming obstacles. Yes! Watch your ears. Yes, overcoming obstacles in your way. The Bridges card acts as a way to cross a divide and thereby opens up new opportunities. So really, 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 there's like a lot of hope here. Remember, I say the cards show up as though like it's a current, the way you feel like is your trajectory, the way you feel like it will happen. And so 5 of Wands, I was like, fuck, I know you ain't finna tell me it's always gonna be like this, Spirit. Nah. They're saying this is how you look at it. So they're saying there's opportunity here to actually overcome, okay? This card can mean reconciliation, connections, building bridges between people. In another sense, the bridge is a place of assignations. Friend, what the fuck that mean? Let's look it up. Let me see if I'm even saying it right. Assignations meaning. Assignation. An appointment to meet someone in secret. Typically one made by lovers. Oh, in another sense, the bridge is a place of assignations, brief interludes and meetings. Ooh, juicy, spicy. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that might just be a little titillating side note for some of y'all sneaking around doing some shit. All right, you guys, like I said, go follow me on Instagram. I have my monthly discounted tarot readings. I fucking love you guys. Please share this shit with anybody you can, and I'll see you next month. Te amo. Bye.